Welcome and happy holidays from 2K Sports. It's time for NBA action. We'll see Pittsburgh facing Seattle. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and a pair of Hall of Famers with us, Doris Burke and David Aldridge. Let's check out Pittsburgh's starting lineup. Down low. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. You know, Doris, at this time of the season, coaches of struggling teams may start to feel a little bit of heat. And as you and I know, that can be a distraction.
Kevin, losing is hard, even when it's expected. It's hard for the players, for the staff, and for the fans. So many times it's about the expectation. Is a team underperforming? Then an owner can start to get antsy.
Here's Flanders, following the score by Damian Lillard. There's the dish to Towns. 5 on the clock. Shot's good by Flanders.
That's excellent awareness from Karl Anthony Towns. Set your teammate up. We know you're a great scorer, Cat.
Lillard surveying the D. Pittsburgh working the ball around. Shoots the three. Drills the three-pointer. Lillard's got 5 now.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Johnson outside. Lillard against Thomas. To the middle. Rebound by Mitchell. And so just over a minute and a half played. Kicks it out to Lillard. And again, it's Pittsburgh with a 3.
And that is just too easy for Lillard. A legitimate threat to burn you from the corner.
Pass to Johnson. Here's Flanders. Fades away. That shot, no good. And their offense is really clicking right now.
Playing with a lot of energy and really taking it to the defense.
The feed to Mitchell. And Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down.
And really, despite that miss, they've had a solid start offensively.
Seattle missing again. Here's Pittsburgh with the ball. It's a 3-point game. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
And the first time out of the game called for Seattle. About a look at the most recent power rankings. Very telling, even though, guys, we're just still in December. Taking a look at San Antonio, they're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And I think for Pittsburgh, they haven't started quite as fast as everyone predicted. But they're still one of the teams to beat, in my opinion, and still a championship contender.
Johnson, the pass to Towns. Johnson kicks to Thomas.
Well, a bit reckless right there. That's his second foul, and he can't afford to pick up a third.
Second team foul.
About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Johnson, a wide open look.
And they've had chances to score inside, just unable to convert.
And again, it's Pittsburgh with a 3.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Here's Flanders. Pass to Thomas. trying to end the drought. Count it.
Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
That's not coming with the right mentality. The defender neither closes the space nor challenges the shot. That's frustrating as a coach, boy.
Shots good by Miller.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Thomas down low, covered by Lillard. It's deflected. In transition, here comes Pittsburgh. And Miller throws it down hard!
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
Pittsburgh leading by 11. They set the pick. Inside. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Personal foul.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip, and guys are making their shots. That's critical.
Catching up on the changes for Seattle. Jaren Jackson comes in for Johnson, and Hawkins subbed in for Thomas. Seattle calls timeout. Edwards, he's checked in for Pittsburgh. 1:35 left here in the first quarter. Here's Flanders. Back to Towns. Now Hawkins. Shot clock at 5. Over Edwards. Seattle missing again. Driving in, uses both hands to slam it down.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
And out of bounds as Pittsburgh gains possession.
Now into the lineup for Seattle. Jarvis Hayes. Buster.
59 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Miller against Hawkins. And here's Edwards from the arc. And it's Seattle with the rebound. Here's Foster. It's Hawkins on the wing. Foster is screen on Miller. Here's Hawkins. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Mitchell passes to Edwards. Mitchell sets the screen for Edwards. Tries again. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
Now Foster. Poked away. That's out of bounds. Seattle will retain possession.
Into the lineup for Seattle. Number 34, Jarvis Hayes.
A three off the inbound. And no luck with that time. On the buzzer beater. And after just 1 quarter of play, a double-digit differential on the scoreboard. Pittsburgh leads by 18. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Pittsburgh.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
Yeah, and their assertiveness in the paint so far tonight has been impactful. They're really making it hard for the interior defense.
Hawkins is out there with Foster. Then it's Thomas. Then there's Bobby Portis. And it's Jackson in at the 4. That's the lineup in the game for Seattle. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Victor Wembanyama has this uncanny combination of size and skill. He says most bigs play basketball because they're tall. I started playing before I knew I would be this height. Since I was 5 or 6 years old, I always had a ball. I was built for this, I guess. All of what happens to me, I expected for myself. Kevin?
Yeah, a long road, D.A. Thank you.
And how about the look at the midair theatric switching hands before the slam?
Wow, added just a touch of class to that throwdown. Here is Hawkins. Scoreless thus far. His 4th shot, his 4th miss. Still looking for his touch tonight. Here's Edwards, and he lays it straight in. And sports may be the ultimate meritocracy. Does it matter where you're from, Greg, your background? You got to have game, right?
Kevin, it's a beautiful thing. Some players grew up with a father in the NBA. Others were a world away. Either way,